You started playing drums when you were 5.
Yes.
You were a host on the Jimmy Fallon Kids Tonight Show. You are now Grammy-nominated as a musician. You're how old?
14.
Most people just dream of doing what you're doing.
Well, I got this down. I can sing now. I can dance now. It's like, I'm ready.
On social media, are there any strategies you have that you think that people are missing out on? Or
honestly, I don't think I can say that. Wait, hold on. Give me just a second.
So you're making a name for yourself in the music world, and most people just dream of doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. What was it early on when you were 5 that made you say, I want to play music and I want to play drums?
Well, yeah, I always grew up in a household that was just full of music. My parents loved music, and I grew up around it. My first live show was literally, I was in my mom's belly. I went to like Kill Switch Engage and all that. So I've been going to concerts forever. And got a drum set when I was 5 and just started playing around the house. And my parents said like I had rhythm and like I could listen to a song and just pick it up. And then I started taking lessons. And then when I started performing live, like on the street at First Fridays, downtown Phoenix, where I'm from, and it like the live audience connecting with them and just seeing people react to what I was doing and seeing people love what I was doing, that was when I knew I just loved it ever since. Because, I mean, I love music and all, but the best part about it is performance for me.
Were you ever nervous? Did you ever feel pressure from friends or your family or people in your town?
There was times where I got nervous, but most of the time I just turned my nerves into excitement because I knew it's what I love to do. But the only times I was nervous is when I was like playing in front of huge, large audiences. And I wasn't really nervous in playing locally in Arizona and downtown Phoenix because I feel like those were my people and like I knew everyone there. So it was just kind of more like a fun kind of experiment thing.
Was that something that was taught to you, like turning nerves into excitement? Did you just kind of flip the switch in your head, or how did you do that?
I guess I just kind of flipped the switch in my head. It just kind of came naturally because I just guess I told myself, like, don't be nervous. You got it. Just go out there and just have fun because that's what it's all about. And my dad always told me that. So I feel like just growing up in a household of just encouragement and then plus me in music, I feel like it just all blended well together, and me figuring out that I don't need to be so nervous. I can instead be excited.
You know, I think a lot of people, especially these days with social media the way it is, look at musicians and young musicians and creatives, and they think that, gosh, it must be nice to have rich parents that get you all the gear, or you have to have the best gear to even go out and start. What was it like early on, the first few years of playing on the street and busking and doing that whole thing?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, yeah, you have to have this, you have to, it must be nice to have rich parents. I mean, like, my parents are a 2-income family. My dad's a firefighter, so like when my mom's on set with me or on tour with me, my dad's working so we can afford to go on tour. It's like I don't come from a wealthy family, and when people say that, it's like, no, I've worked hard for everything I've had, and working with brands like SJC, it's like, yeah, I've worked hard with that, and we've blended together to make something that's beautiful, and we've worked together on that, and what can I do for you, and what can you do for me? And I feel like, yeah, when I was starting, I had just like a Toys R Us kit, and then I got a Gretsch kit. Like, I didn't have the best equipment, you know? I was just playing it, and because I loved it, and I feel like I could make a kit sound good. Like, it doesn't have to be this $4,000 dope kit. It can just be, it's as long as you put the passion into it and you like it and you think it sounds good, then it sounds good.
How did you transfer that energy and that passion and maybe some of those nerves into your social media presence and really starting to build that following? What was some of the things that you did that really worked early on?
I mean, I always took social media as just basically a journal. I'm documenting my life. I'm telling people my story, inviting them into my world, and I feel like it's just showing them what I can do and showing that I'm just a regular kid. So showing them that I can do these things. I can act, I could sing, I could play drums, I can do all these things while I'm just a normal human being and post funny stuff, and just adding that element of relatability is huge, and I feel like that's what people grasp onto. And yeah, just being real instead of being fake, and maybe putting auto-tune on videos, and instead I'm just posting raw stuff because I think that's really the great part about music in general.
What early on inspired you from a music and a creative side that really helped kind of build that formula that is now Recker?
Growing up in music and like heavy metal, I mean, that's what I grew up in, and especially when I got interested in SJC and meeting all these drummers like Jay, Brandon, and Frank Zumo, and just kind of taking their style and just like taking their techniques and rituals. I mean, Frank Zumo, he like ices his hands and all that. So I feel like taking those rituals and maybe using them into taking that and making it my own authentic thing. I use that to create Recker as a drummer. Me and my dad worked together on just getting behind the scenes stuff and making sure that we're getting good quality content and making it real, just so it could create this persona that Recker is, you know?
What would your advice be for other young creatives that want to network with somebody like Brandon or Jay or Frank to just chat with them, because they're such inspiring people and the world is out there. They want to help motivate the next generation. And so getting access to them, how did you do it? And how would you recommend others reach out to them as well?
I mean, those guys are so cool. They're all amazing dudes. And like I said, SJC is such a family. And so I feel like literally just having real talk with them. Like I saw Jay on social media and I was just commenting on his posts and like just making myself relevant, and him seeing me consistently comment, or other people seeing me consistently comment. And that can go for anyone you want to just talk to on social media, and festivals included. So I feel like just subtly talking to them and putting out comments, and then eventually DMing them and be like, dude, it would be dope to meet up. I saw you're coming in locally. Like, you're playing a show here. It would be dope to like hook us up with some backstage. Like, I don't know, just like subtly coming in and just trying to like make a connection and make a relationship is huge, because that turns into opportunities. That turns into just so many things you can't even think of just from meeting that one person, because everyone in this industry talks. So if that person's kind to you and then you're kind to them, it's like, oh, that was sick. That's a great relationship we just made, you know?
100%. It's all about the community. And I always look at it like you're building a web. You know, I think a lot of people in business talk about climbing the corporate ladder, and I never looked at it that way. I look at it like this web of people, and we're all friends, and we're all helping each other. And it's that camaraderie of building the community and almost passing the torch. You know, it's like you're taking that now and you're inspiring
the next generation.
100%.
It's pretty dope.
So on social media, are there any strategies you have that you think that people are missing out on, or things that just really work? You mentioned engaging with the community, with drummers and festivals. Like, what have you found has worked really well for you that you think other young creatives might be sleeping on?
Honestly, a lot of people are like, post consistently. I don't post as much as I should. I should post more consistently. So if you find the time to and have the time to, I would definitely advise you to go out there and post consistently, because that's how you build an audience. And just like I said earlier, just posting out real content and showing the real life, while also showing like, this is what I do. I'm talented in this aspect, and hey, I'm learning this new skill. Like, let me know what you think. And like, I posted a singing video and I was like, hey, I'm kind of nervous to post this, but hope you guys like it. Like, I'm just putting myself out there, and like, it's okay if people don't like it. And a lot of people are going to be discouraged by some hate comments. Like, my mom has always showed me hate comments. I just feel like I've accepted that and just known that I'm not going to please everyone. So posting real stuff out there, knowing that you're not going to please everyone, is always good. So just post new skills, post old stuff. Like, just stay consistent, and altogether you'll create your brand, you know?
Loyal to the Craft is on a mission to create more music makers, and we've partnered with DistroKid to make getting your music out to the world super easy. With unlimited uploads and getting your tracks onto every major platform, whether you're dropping your first single or an entire record, DistroKid is the type of artist-first support that Loyal to the Craft lives for. Take 50% off now using promo code LTTC. Let's talk about the Jimmy Fallon Kids Tonight show. I remember your parents hitting me up about that, the opportunity coming your way, and it was just like, holy moly, like, how did that happen?
Well, truly social media. I was just posting a bunch of stuff on social media and posting videos, and casting agent, Kat, she's an amazing person, and she found me and wanted me to audition. So I auditioned, and I I thought I did so bad. Like, I got done with the audition. I was crying. I was on my bed, and I was just like, I'm done. Like, I just can't do this anymore. Like, I was so upset with myself. And then a couple weeks later, and like, normally auditions, like, a couple of weeks go by, and you're like, all right, I didn't get it. Like, it's okay. Like, move on to the next. But then a couple weeks go by, and boom, I just randomly get a call, and like, all right, we want to have another Zoom meeting with you. I'm like, what? So like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, I'm still in this. So then I was auditioning for like a year and a half, just Zoom, because they were auditioning a bunch of kids. And then boom, I booked the part, and then they flew me out to New York as the co-host and drummer on the show. And so then I was just there in New York. We shot a season for like 2 months, working with Jimmy Fallon. Like, our studio was right here, and here was Jimmy's. So we would see him every morning, and yeah, we rehearsed on the SNL stage and everything, and then had our own set. And when I hit you up about putting the kit on the set, the set of the Kids Tonight Show was like all candy and like crazy like Candyland theme. So we got the jelly bean kit and put that on there. So yeah, the Kids Tonight Show was pretty dope.
That was so sick, dude. And I remember the whole thing, and you guys going to bat to get SJC on there. And
Yes.
That just really speaks volumes of your authenticity as a human being, as a musician, as a family. And that, I feel like, is what's missing, sometimes in the industry, where it can be a little cutthroat. And, there's always that self-doubt, like you were talking about, of like, building that confidence, and repetition builds confidence, but still you can do something 1,000 times and still have that self-doubt creep in. What do you do to kind of prep for something like that when you're going for this big audition, or when you were busking on the street?
Yeah.
You talked about turning that nerve into excitement. What is that kind of pre-process in your head of like getting ready for that big moment?
Honestly, I mean, me and like my parents, we had like a chant and stuff. We would do a little chant before shows or on set and stuff. But honestly, just making sure that I'm ready for what's going to come. And my thing to you guys is truly like having your downtime, because when it rains, it pours. And that's in anything you do. And I feel like having that downtime before it really pours is working on your craft, studying what you're going to be doing. So, I mean, for me, I was on a show that was dancing and singing and all this. And so I took singing lessons, dancing lessons, and I was working this whole entire downtime. And then when it's time to really go, it's like, I'm ready. I don't need to worry about it. I'm ready. So then it's almost like fun. I'm still being professional, but I'm living my life because I already know I got this down. I can sing now. I can dance now. It's like I'm ready for whatever comes my way. So just using that tactic for me helps so much in the long run, and I'm ready for whatever comes.
Where did you learn that from?
I honestly feel like me and my mom just, I don't want to say came up with it, because I feel like a lot of people do that, but we just kind of did it. We were like, I did a show. I can't really talk much about it, but I did a show, and then I came back from it, and they were like, maybe it's going to get picked up. We don't know. Just wait. Let's chill out. And so we were like, okay, we're going to chill out, I guess. And obviously had that downtime, binge a couple TV shows, but my mom was like, let's start working. So singing lessons, dancing. So I feel like we just kind of came up with it together, just like, well, I mean, let's not just sit here. Let's do something, because we went on the road during that break also, but just staying on top of it just kind of came off the top of our heads.
That's awesome. It's a learned skill, I think. My English teacher in high school would always say prior planning prevents poor performance.
Yes.
And it was just like, okay, we're getting all of our, semester's work up front. If I just jam it in at the top end of the semester, I'll have the rest of the semester to focus on my drumming and my band. And it's a learned skill that I think once you do learn it. And so props to your mom and your dad and your parents for instilling in that into you, because that is such a huge thing. You're already ready. You're prepared when you show up. So those nerves that you're naturally going to have can go away and dissipate pretty quickly. And you're like, all right, I got this. I'm confident.
Like school, my dad always taught me, it's like handwriting. Like he's always been big on that. So it's like, boom, write my name, finish my work, but my handwriting sucked. And it's like, well, boom, you gotta like, that's your name, that's your work, like own it. Like we gotta redo all that and then do it again in nicer handwriting. It's like, just do it right the first time and make sure you're right the first time so you don't have to worry about it, you know?
That's
and
awesome.
I feel like that relates to working before you're even.
Yeah, it relates to drumming and, you know, practice behind the scenes. So when you go up on stage or for an audition, it's pro.
And a lot of people are like, well, you're practicing behind the scenes and then you're working. It's like you're 24/7 nonstop. It's like, yeah, but that's like, honestly, that's the grind. I mean, if you want to become this mega star and become this person you've always dreamt of, I mean, you got to put in work. It's not just going to get handed to you. It's working. And I mean, I came from Kansas City, then I came here, and then I'm going to Burbank. It's like nonstop just working, and maybe I'm not going to get enough sleep, but that's okay because this is literally what I want. It's going to feel so good when I have it. So right now, just grind it out. That sounds wrong, but grind it out. So once you're there, it feels great.
Exactly. And that's the thing you mentioned earlier, when it rains, it pours. And I think what you were trying to mean there was like, when it's busy, it's busy. And like, you're doing a lot and you have to be prepared for that. But when you're really busy, it doesn't feel like work when you're doing what your passion is. Yeah, no, if you're passionate, if you love it, it's not work. So I feel like a lot of people get that mixed up. You're like, oh, I got to go to work. But if you love it, then it's not work anymore. I've been lucky. I mean, it's been 25 years since starting SJC, and I feel, you know, I grind it out like you said. There's some days where it's just like, I'm in spreadsheets or I'm working on something I don't want to have to do, but like that is part of it. It's not all sunshine. Yeah, no. And that's life. But like at the end of the day, waking up and getting to do drums and, you know, this loyal to the craft thing where it's like, I want to help the next generation to turn their passion into purpose, where that's all they do consistently, you know? What was the chant that you and your family do to calm the nerves?
I don't think I can say that. Cause
you don't have to say it. We'll get it later when the lights are off.
Yeah, because like, you know, we're just in the moment. We're excited. Maybe we like say
it's a private chant.
It's a private chant.
I got you.
A magician never tells a secret.
I love that.
So I won't.
I love that. I will give one of my secrets where I don't know who it was a long time ago, and I would say it to myself because when I was going and playing drums on stage, I would always get those nerves and whatever. If I'm speaking or doing something like this, it's like it's nerve-wracking. You know, there's lights and cameras and people, and if you mess up, you don't want to be vulnerable, whatever. Confidence will carry you. And I say that to my son now when he gets nervous about something, and I've heard him say it to himself a couple of times where he's like, he says it under his breath. He's like, confidence will carry you. And it's like having some sort of mantra to just bring you down. And so whatever it is, whatever ritual you have.
Self-affirmations. I feel like having confidence is amazing because going in there, like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. But a lot of people take confidence and turn it to ego. And I catch myself, I do that sometimes. And I feel like that's just a mistake people will make because we're all human. But confidence is definitely different from ego. So go in there knowing, like, I got this. Don't go in there knowing that, like, oh, like, don't even worry about me. I got this. Like,
yeah. From the Kids Tonight Show, was there any sort of web that was created for you that was just like, whoa, like because of that opportunity that we got, because of some of the things on socials, now we have all of these other opportunities?
Yeah, actually, on the Kids Tonight Show, one of the episodes, the Kids Tonight Show was a live performance, so there was an audience, like the Tonight Show and like SNL. So there was an audience, and we were doing our whole thing and performing, and my soon-to-be management was up watching, and they were like, that kid's dope. So then we got meetings with them, and now they manage me. And now they've gotten me auditions and all this stuff, and they're amazing people, and it's like I wouldn't have met them if I didn't do the Kids Tonight Show, and I wouldn't have done the Kids Tonight Show if I wasn't on social media. So literally it's like a string of events. It's actually pretty cool, like looking back on it now. You're like, whoa, that happened because this. So I mean, yeah, honestly, I'm not saying say yes to everything, but definitely like in the beginning, like take every opportunity you can, because you never know what's going to come from it, which is really cool.
I love that. Even if no opportunity comes from it, you did it. It's a learning moment. The experience
is key, especially starting out. It's like, oh yeah, your resume is like stacking up. You're like, I've done this, I've done that, and whoever you're presenting that to, you're like, oh, dang, he's done a lot.
What are some actionables that you could give kids to chase their dreams?
Well, I'm working hard and I'm doing all these things, but I'm professional and I'm just fun to be around. So it's like on the road, if someone's in a bad mood, I will cheer them up. Like I'll just be funny, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. So like on the road, sound check, my drums are set up, like instantly done with the help of my parents. So I don't have to worry about it. It's like, boom, that's done. All right, in my free time, let's do something productive. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's have fun. Like at the Kansas City show a couple days ago, we had like a catering person with like a bunch of snacks and stuff. And me and her were just joking around and just having fun. So having fun and then knowing when it's time to be professional is very important. And then that goes with reading the room, knowing when to be professional and knowing when to be just a kind human being. So that's something that definitely helps the opportunities blossom. Because if you're nice and professional, everyone's going to remember that person. Oh, yeah, dude, that kid was dope. Oh, man, he was sick. Oh, I had this thing going on. I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know.
And I just got a phone call 2 weeks ago from a seed that I planted 3 years ago.
Dude,
you know,
for
you
real.
never know.
You never
Always
know.
Put your best self out there and be pro. And even if you're in a bad mood, right? Like there are days you wake up or it's rainy out or something didn't go right at sound check, but it's like you still got to be pro and like be there.
Yeah, you still got to be there. And I mean, that's going to be hard too. I mean, most of this is going to be hard, but you got to make it fun. Because I feel like if you wake up in a bad mood and you got to be there and be professional and be on it, that can be hard sometimes. And I speak from experience. Just coming in there, I'm like, oh man, I'm cranky. I'm a teenager. I got hormones. So I go in there and maybe I'm being a jerk and I don't even know it. And then it's like, oh man, that kid, especially first impressions too. Because if you come in there and you're being a jerk and then they're like, oh, well, that kid. Yeah. So make sure you got people around you to help reel you back in and make sure you're being yourself.
What were some of your first sponsorships, and what advice do you have for those next generation individuals that are looking to partner that might not know how to do it or might be going at it the wrong way? Like, how do you build a lasting relationship?
So I've always like, I mean, if you look at it, you're wearing different clothes, you're using different items all day. That's what every person does. And it's like, what I always took it as whatever item, whatever product I'm using, I'm like, okay, I'll hit them up because I love their stuff. Like, for example, drums. I've loved drums and I've seen your company. And I was like, dude, SJC drums are sick. I've played them. I freaking love them. And maybe I can get in touch with them. So me and my dad's amazing at this. And he'll just go on DMs. And like I said before, commenting consistently. So it's like, oh, I see him commenting a lot. Like, who is he? Click on your page. Boom. But the DMing thing, it's like, hey, dude, love your stuff. I've been using your stuff for a while. What can I do for you, and how can we work together and make this a dope thing? Like, how can I use your drums to make this family grow? You know, it's just because a sponsorship is reciprocal relationship. You got to work together because, I mean, it's not like, oh yeah, here's free stuff. No one's going to do that. I mean, and a lot of people go in it expecting free stuff.
The reciprocal relationship can't be understated. And I think that there's a misconception, you know, where it's like, well, Recker got this deal, must be nice. But it's like, no, there was a lot of work that went in before that.
Yeah, we worked together for it.
Right? To like build your following and to build your authenticity, where like we can see through that. The brands can see like, all right, this dude's hustling. Like our drums are going to be out. We didn't know you were going to be on The Tonight Show. You know, all of those things is like, there's got to be a level of trust, but it's that organic approach.
That loyalty.
Exactly. The loyalty and the organic approach, I think, is really going to take the brand and the individual far together. So you're dedicated to your craft. There's no doubt. Music, creative, you're learning, you're phenom at drums, but guitar, singing, dancing, acting, the whole thing, right? How do you avoid burnout?
I avoid burnout. I mean, I'm a kid. So when I am working and I'm on the road for months and I'm on set for these things and I'm like, we got to film this singing video. It's got to be done by this, and setting time limits and all this. I mean, most of the time I'm like, all right, I need a break. Let's take a couple of days. I'm going to call my friends and let's just have a sleepover. So me and my buddies, we always just hang out together and mess around and just have kid time and actually like live. I don't want to say like live my life, because I am living my life through work, which is my passion. So constantly I am loving life, but it's like sometimes you just need that friend time or that downtime or family time. Just, I love my mom and I love my dad, so maybe we'll snuggle up and just watch SNL. So it's like just those moments with the people you love and the people you surround yourself with are very important and very important to cherish, especially like around holiday times. Like, why do you think everyone stops tour around Christmas? Because it's like that's their time to just wind down and just take at least a break, you know?
Totally.
So it's always good to find those times to be lazy, because lazy's good. And a lot of the times when you're lazy, I actually got this advice from Questlove, which is really good advice, is being lazy causes boredom. And when you're bored, that's when creative thoughts come. So when you're bored and you're like in complete silence, that's when you like start thinking of things and your mind starts running, because it's like, I need something to do.
Younger kids with phones and social media, there really is no time to be bored because you're just doom scrolling.
I know.
And how can your brain reset and recharge and be creative if you're just like, okay, there's a funny cat, whatever. But like,
yeah,
how can people, besides just putting their phone, like what are some, do you have any rituals or things that you'll do to just be like, all right, I'm not going to use my phone. I'm going to let myself be bored. Like purposely do that.
I mean, honestly, I just put my phone in another room. If I really don't want to see my phone, I'll just hide it and just put it somewhere. I mean, me and my mom lose my phone all the time, but I'll just hide it and just go in another room and figure my stuff out. But with kids nowadays, it's like, yeah, it's the phones or the kids who are productive. It's all work, and it's like they can't, because I find myself sometimes where like I'm on an uphill and it's like I cannot stop because I feel like the minute I stop, I'm gonna go back down. And that's not entirely true. You got to take those times. And then for the kids who do just are like this and just on their phones doom scrolling, I mean, that's got to be hard. There's got to be a moment of realization where you're like, okay, let me turn the phone off. Let me stop. Because it is hard. I mean, sometimes I find myself just closing the Instagram app and then like instantly going back to it. Like I literally have done that. And so just telling yourself to put it down. And also, like, I have parents, and for some people out there, it's a support system. And that can be literally anyone, just to tell you, hey, knock it off. Let's focus on what we need to do. Just reminding yourself that, hey, if we really want this, let's go for it.
People sometimes think that they have to have it super polished. I'm guilty of it. You know, a lot of the stuff we've been talking about here with posting for Low to the Craft even, I'm like, I can't post that yet.
Yeah.
And then finally, just a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to share my journey. I do truly want to inspire and motivate through my network and web of inspiring people and tell that story, right? And I think that with seeing just the successes, it's become so oversaturated where everything does have to be glossy and perfect. And so your advice earlier of like, just go for it. Like, who cares? You can't compare yourself to others. I think that's such an underrated thing that not enough people talk about and not enough people have instilled in them. Yeah. And I would like to see more of that. So props to you for going for that. Yeah.
I just feel like that's the way to go in my opinion, but I just feel like that's how people feel like they're a part of it almost. Because people love to feel like they're in your experience, they're in your world, and they feel like, oh my gosh, he's doing this, and oh my gosh, like I'm a part of that, like I'm one of his fans, and like this is so cool that I get to watch this and see him evolve. Because I feel like I get comments every once in a while and be like, dude, been watching you since you started and now you're singing and this is amazing, dude, like keep it up. Like I've been like, those people, and seeing those people watch me evolve is just so cool, because I've been posting real stuff and I've been posting the grind and I've been posting how each thing gets better and better, and it's like that's what people love.
And it's real, man. Like I'm just sitting here in putting myself in the viewer's shoes of like, it is hard when you see it online, right? And it's there and it's like people watch and they feel like they're part of that world. But like, dude, it is for real. If you just do it and you're consistent and you're authentic, it happens. I mean, literally last summer at Woodward, I watched it happen with you and Luca. And Luca literally said to you, like, you know, we had the Volcom kit, and I'm like, we got to give this to somebody. Like, Recker, do you know anybody? And you're like, I do.
Yeah.
Luca. Like,
I'm still talking to him, too. I still have his number.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
And it's like, that stuff for real happens. It's not like some some fake thing, some made up thing. Like that actually organically happened where you were like, I met Luca at camp, didn't set it up. It just organically happened. You guys became buds, skateboarding around, hanging out, gave him the drums. And he literally was like, I've been watching you since you were 7. And like, he really was doing that. And he just so happened to be at camp. You guys connected. We gave him a drum set.
Things happen for a reason, dude. It's
you guys
actually
are homies.
Unreal. It's like almost like scary to think about it too, because it's like, yes, put in that hard work and have the drive. The drive is so important. Like you want it so bad and you're working hard for it. Dude, it'll happen, dude. But the thing that gets people to stop is how long it's going to take. It's like the anticipation of just waiting. Like when is it going to happen? I mean, I do that too. I'm like, come on. And it's like, just let it happen.
And it does. It just organically happens. And I feel like, again, bringing your passion into purpose and like chasing your dreams, it's just part of it. It's part of the grind. It's part of the excitement and all the opportunities. And I think a lot of people, and I'm guilty of it as well, where it's like you just said, when is it going to happen? It has to happen on March 1st at 12 p.m. And that's when it's going to happen. And if it doesn't, it's not. It's going to happen on August 17th that you're going to get the email at 2 a.m. Like, it just does happen. I don't think Luca thought he was going to meet you or get a free drum set that day or have the opportunity to like have you in his network now where you guys can communicate and you can give him advice and be actual friends. And like, it's transferring it to actual real life. And it does really happen. And I'm so motivated to continue trying to give back as much as possible.
So
and
am I.
You being on that journey on your own, but part of it with SJC and Loyal to the Craft has been so cool. What is it that makes you want to give back to that community and kind of nurture the next generation alongside your journey?
Truly, I just love to inspire. I love seeing a spark in someone's eyes where they're like, whoa, I can actually do that as well. Like, that's pretty crazy. And people find that when you're literally telling your story, just showing them I've started from here and I've gotten here. And I feel like everyone needs that. And I also think everyone has a purpose in life. Everyone matters so equally. It doesn't matter where you are or who you are. Everyone matters equally. I mean, some people are Uber drivers and some people are superstars, and some people are going to get more attention for things they do and some people aren't. But everyone is working and everyone has a part. So, I mean, for me, it's music and acting. So lighting, I mean, sound and cameras. I mean, like, people are setting that up. This wouldn't happen if it wasn't for them. You're not the only one in the room, and everyone in this room matters. And so just inspiring everyone in that room and making sure everyone feels included, that's when people start to just spark an imagination, which is pretty dope.
Building that community and your community online now and the community that you have with your small circle of family and trusted people inside of your team, you know, how does building that community lead to short and long-term success to allow you to have the opportunities to continue to grow?
I mean, yeah, School of Rock, I went there when I was 5. I mean, I took my first drum lesson there, and I found guitar, bass. I mean, I found all the other instruments that I love to play there. And yeah, I mean, that really introduced me to performing. That introduced me to, there's other musicians that I can work with. I mean, I found my first band there, and I met my producer there too. I mean, so I feel like just these things that happen, maybe you meet someone then, like you said, 3 years ago, and then I planted a seed 3 years ago and I got a call 2 weeks ago, you know? So it's like meeting those people back then, and then now it's like, oh wait, I remember that guy, let me hit him up, and then boom, that creates another opportunity. And it's like, so School of Rock was definitely a platform for me to build off of and build these building blocks to just from opportunity to opportunity and just jumping around. So I feel like School of Rock is a dope place to meet people, network. I mean, there's a bunch of musicians there that love the same thing you do. I mean, I literally met my best friend there. So yeah, just, it's a great place to go. And there's many other places like that are just a community and just connect. This is Loyal to the Craft, right? So it's like not only music, there's places that connect with anything. You can find those places. And it could be in person like School of Rock is, or it could be online like a Zoom thing. I don't know. But just somewhere where people can find community and find people that they blend well with, it can just launch so many opportunities for so many people in the long run. And
inspire, right? Like I'm sure you said you met your best friend at School of Rock, like seeing all the other kids there, whatever it was, the music they were listening to, how they dressed, the type of music they were trying to play. It's an inspiring thing to be around. And, I hear a lot about people being like, well, I'm from a small town. Like, I don't have something like that. Or it's like, that's okay. Like, you can build a community as well. Like,
yeah, man.
Take it upon yourself to find people and build it.
And social media now too, they have those things online. I mean, for drums, it's like Drumeo, like take these lessons. And I feel like there's just a bunch of things that you can find or create yourself, like you said, that's can build so many opportunities and inspire a lot of people.
So dream collaboration, what would it be?
Wait, hold on. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. Dream collab would be Benny Blanco. I would want to work with him. I would write a couple songs with him.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Why? What drives you to him?
Dude, his story is pretty dope. I mean, just like I just watched a video on him and he was like, oh, I saw this guy on social media, and like I said before, like the DMing thing and all that and connections, he's like, I saw this guy's posts and I really liked his work and I loved the way he wrote songs and produced. And Benny was like, oh, I'm going to hit this guy up. I'm going to figure out how I can work with this dude. And he was like, hey, I have a class, pay $400. And Benny was like, oh, I got to borrow money from my buddies. So he would buy $100 from each of his buddies. And then he went to the studio and then he met the guy. I don't remember the guy's name, but let's just call him Guy. And so then Benny's there and he's like, dude, I don't want studio time. I just want to talk with you. I just want to meet with you. Can we work together? Can I be a part of your company? And he literally faked it till he made it. So I think but in a good way. I'm not like dogging on that, because it's like he literally faked that he wanted to go in the studio just so he could talk with him, and then got the job and then started working with him. And now he's wrote and produced with all these superstars. So I think it's just, the story is really cool and he's brilliant with melodies and just, he's got the ideas in his head. So I feel like it would be really cool to sit down with him and just be creative with him.
I love that. And no, dude, I think that there's something to that, right? Like being creative on how you can present and pitch yourself. Like I snuck into the Warped Tour when I was 16 and like set up a little Walmart style tent and like put SJC drums and duct tape on it and like met a bunch of people that now play SJC and are like
these
on TV.
Sacrifices, man. It's like you're risking it, but it's like, dude, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally. So what's next for Recker? What do you got on the horizon for the next few months, and what's coming up?
I'm in the works of a TV show right now. Voice crack goes unreal. I am working on my own podcast right now. I'm working with producers and writers, and big things are happening. I say it every year with my mom. I'm like, this year's my year, this year's my year. But I think 2025 is definitely my year for sure. Yeah. So big things.
Many decades from now, what do you want people to say about Recker Eans?
Oh, it's that kid that does everything. I want to be known as like, man, he's the musician, he's the singer, he's the dancer, he's the actor, he's the everything, and he's a dope human. Thank you so much for coming to the coast and hanging out here with us. Dude, and thank you for filming having me. And inspiring. We're so excited to follow along and support your journey. Well, thank you. For those of you that don't know where to find Recker, where can people find you? On all social media and streaming platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc., Spotify, all of that. Just look me up, Recker, R-E-C-K-E-R.